So guys, the crypto markets have been dumping today. Right now, there's a lot of mixed sentiment in terms of the tariffs. There was talks about exactly how the tariff revenue could be used. Supposedly, Trump is open to negotiations with China, but overall, price action around Bitcoin dominance is shooting up. Overall, altcoins are still getting squeezed, and right now, we're seeing some sideways price action leading into some big events that are going to be happening this week. Today, I want to walk you guys through the price action, the sentiment in the markets, and exactly what you need to be aware of in terms of understanding when we could be seeing a huge shift in liquidity. But if you're new to my channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events, price action around Bitcoin, altcoins, how liquidity is shifting, and overall exactly what you need to know so that you can position yourself correctly. Right now, guys, we have been seeing some pumps and dumps, mainly some dumps in the last few hours, pretty much based off of, specific key zones that we've been seeing with Bitcoin dominance, as well as overall exactly the price action in the US markets, and talks about tariffs and more macro events. Today, I want to walk you guys through exactly when we could be seeing more liquidity, pump the markets. Right now, we've been seeing some deviations, but you need to get a, long understanding in terms of where we could be headed and exactly what's causing a lot of these fluctuations. But other than that, let's go to jump into it. So guys, like how I said, today the crypto markets have been dumping quite significantly. At the start of the day, it actually didn't look too bad, but then all of a sudden we started dumping super hard. You can see Bitcoin's currently sitting at around 83,000. We were sitting at around 85, 86,000 yesterday, but now we're currently sitting at around 83. Right now, Ethereum is also crashing down quite significantly, sitting at around 1581. Altcoins, guys, as a result, are getting squeezed as well. Usually when Ethereum is dumping, altcoins are getting squeezed as well. And if Bitcoin is crashing down, usually all the markets are crashing down. So as a result, guys, if we look at Bitcoin dominance, these are a few specific charts we've been keeping up. Just let us know how liquidity is shifting out of altcoins into these bigger assets. Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at around 63.79%, almost hitting that 64%, which we have been eyeballing on this channel. If you are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned, guys, because you need to be aware of these charts and how liquidity shifts so that you don't feel like crap when your altcoins look like they want to jump off a cliff. USDT dominance as well, guys, currently sitting at around 5.57%. We've been eyeballing that 6% zone, and more than likely we could be seeing some crazy rips if we start to see more deviations in the market. Right now, guys, there's a whole bunch of crypto news events talking about Trump, exactly how the tariff revenue could be used, talking about eliminating income tax supposedly. On top of that, a lot of people are anticipating liquidity injections. Powell's going to be speaking this week. So overall, there's a lot of different things. We also see a lot of big companies making adjustments with crypto and exactly how they're accepting crypto payments, and just overall the initialization and adoption of crypto in general. So overall, there's a lot of positive sentiment, but there's also mixed sentiment with the tariffs and everything that's going on. Even Trump was talking about supposedly negotiating with China. But Crypto Mission now gives a great perspective, and this kind of aligns with what I talked about yesterday. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, go watch yesterday's video. I'll give you guys more of a macro perspective and a long-term perspective in a quick 4-minute video, and exactly why everyone feels the way they do and exactly how you need to be doing the opposite. But right now he says crypto doesn't move down based on crypto. Crypto moves down based on macroeconomic events. Crypto will move up based on macroeconomic events. I assume we'll see big news coming out in the next 7 to 10 days on Trump versus China, causing gold to drop and crypto to break up. So right now, there's a lot of talks about exactly, Trump negotiating with China. If that happens, guys, we're going to see a lot of tension just drop. And if that tension drops, the markets, US markets, Japan markets, China markets are all going to start to rip up exponentially. And as a result, crypto is going to start to pump up exponentially as well. And this is, really key to understand the perspective and exactly what's moving the markets right now, guys. It's all of the, macroeconomic events that are taking place, all the fluctuations in the economy with the tariffs and businesses that are affected, and, different industries and all the layoffs and inflation and all these different things, World War III. There's a lot of different things going on, guys, but we could be seeing a huge shift in liquidity. And the moment that we see that, anyone that isn't allocated correctly is going to be sidelined, and they're going to be buying back at higher prices. And I hope that you are not one of those people. We've been keeping up with all of the ups and downs on this channel, so I hope that you guys have been staying tuned. And if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more information, because we're going to be seeing this happening, guys, more than likely in the next few weeks. super key. Overall, Benjamin Cohen gives his perspective around exactly what you really need to focus on. And literally one of the main things that we show on this channel is Bitcoin dominance. Why? Because when Bitcoin dominance is shooting up, guys, altcoins are getting squeezed. And whenever Bitcoin dominance starts to crash down, altcoins start to pump up. Yes, that's a correlation. And I hope that you already understand that correlation, because if you do, this is why you keep up with the price action on Bitcoin, Ethereum specific charts like Bitcoin dominance and USDT to let us know exactly where we're going. And then when we could potentially be topping out and seeing that liquidity shift back. But Benjamin Cohen says, as I have said for years, Bitcoin dominance is the key to unlocking these secrets to the cryptoverse. And it's super important, guys. The more you understand how liquidity shifts, the big assets, what to focus on, you can have a stronger understanding exactly where we're going to be heading and exactly what you need to see for altcoins to get the liquidity that they need, and also what Bitcoin could be doing in the next few days, next few weeks. CryptoCon gives us perspective on exactly the total market cap and exactly what's going on. We talked about this in our last few videos, so go watch those other videos, guys. But overall, we have been seeing, guys, a crazy amount of resistance at support right now. And it's really good. As a result, we have been seeing this in multiple other cycles. And I think a lot of people are super bearish just because they're seeing, us riding on support right now, pretty much anticipating that we could be seeing much more massive dips. But if you have been here through multiple cycles, if you've seen different price action, if you studied multiple different, cycles, charts into money supply, and understand exactly how everything gets played, you understand that this is kind of, just another phase in the market. But this is where everyone has different perspectives on exactly what's going to be happening. CryptoCon gives an updated perspective based off of exactly where Bitcoin is moving, the historical volatility and local lows, and exactly what we saw back in the previous cycles and what we're currently seeing in 2025. So he says Bitcoin has moved on from depression to boredom and indifference. Historical volatility has dropped to extreme lows for the fourth time this cycle. And you can see the low volatility, guys, right at the bottom of this chart, just signaling exactly when we start to see, those rips in the market based off of the critically low volatility that we're seeing with Bitcoin. It goes on to say, historical volatility has dropped to extreme lows for the fourth time this cycle. Every time this has ever been seen has been super bullish. There's also two pieces of evidence here to suggest that the entire bull run is still on the table. One, moves to this low of volatility have only been seen before the bull run parabola, which is super bullish. This just goes back into exactly what Crypto Mitchell was talking about and exactly what he's anticipating in the markets. Two, there have been no moves even coming close to the cycle top volatility. Weak players this cycle are getting completely demolished. Now is the time to decide which side of history you'll be on, guys. And keeping up with the price action around specific charts, Bitcoin, into money supply, the big events that are happening with Powell, Trump and his tariffs, all that stuff, guys, is super key. And then finding really big assets to make that money on. If we look at my portfolio, some of my assets are up quite significantly. One of my biggest, most allocated positions is Conducts, and that position is up 36% in the last 7 days, guys. A lot of people are asking me in terms of short-term value, what can I get? Is there any coins I should be looking at? Look at good AI coins, AI agents, infrastructure. These coins, guys, are going to explode in the next few months, next few weeks. At the end of the day, though, this is where you got to draw your own perspectives and look for your own coins that you believe are going to be, ripping up. On the 24-hour, a lot of the coins are down, but for the 7-day, we're seeing some good price action. But swiping everything to the side, guys, that is currently what is going on in the markets. We got mixed sentiment. We got Trump talking about how negotiations with China could be in place. We had Powell speaking this week, which could cause, a lot of liquidity injections. We also have a lot of, adoption taking place for crypto. We had, Sailor buy a whole bunch of Bitcoin not too long ago with MicroStrategy yesterday. So, guys, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Altcoins are pumping and dumping. Everything is trading sideways, but everything is based off of macro economic events. Once we start to see these events actually start to take place, big things, negotiations and turmoil start to drop down, we're going to start to see a lot of relief in the market, and a lot of people that think it's going to take a month or two to come back and they're going to have time are going to get wrecked. They're going to get sidelined. And this is where, guys, you need to be keeping up with the day-to-day. Overall, if you're new to my channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I keep you guys updated with the day-to-day events, price action around Bitcoin, altcoins, how liquidity is shifting, the sentiment, and how to navigate through it. There's a whole bunch of fluff. People tell you, buy this coin, buy this coin. We're over. It's done. Now we're ripping up. No, we're not. It just makes sentiment, guys, based off of how the week opens, how it closes, how the markets are played on the weekends, and then how everyone's anticipating opening up for Monday. But you guys need to stay tuned. If you're new to my channel, drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of my perspective. Let me know what you guys think of my content. I try to give you guys everything that you need without filling it with all this other fluff and information and making the video stupid long like everybody else does. So I would really appreciate all the support that you guys show me on this channel. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned, and hopefully I catch you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.